So today I want to talk about the formula on how successful women think. So stay tuned. But first, we are going to walk up the stairs. So my question to you is, how do really successful women think? Well, they do think differently. I want to make a distinction and take you back years ago when I was broke. I was so in my head and I couldn't get out of my own way. And one of the things that I did was hire a mentor. I find it so important to do that. So I was looking at my thinking. My thinking went something like this. You're guilty of it too. Why am I so broke? Why can't I live up to, my highest potential? Why do I keep attracting the same things? And so as I started working with a coach and I started studying successful women all over the world, there was a common theme and thread. It's interesting when I was studying women like Oprah Winfrey, and she, maybe you knew this or not, but she was one of the first females to have her own TV show on prime time. And here's where it gets interesting. She had her show. As the years went by, there were more shows cropping up. Now, normally you'd have what I call your freak out moment. And so here's where she was thinking differently. She said, I am not going to pay attention to the other guy. I'm going to focus on what I can do, and I'm going to do it well. So you've got to look at those distinctions. Are you thinking that you can't do it? Because guess what? If you believe you can't, then you're absolutely right. And I know it gets really hard when you're in the middle of what I call a freak out moment, and that is everything that's going wrong. And so I don't want you to do that. But here's what you can do. When you learn from powerful women that are leaders, doesn't matter what field that they're in, what happens is you start changing the way that you see yourself once you adopt their philosophy, their ways of thinking and believing. In my book, The Dolce Vita Formula, I talk about a woman named Rita Levi-Montalcini, or I like to say Rita Levi-Montalcini. Yes, I'm pretending I'm a little Italian. No, I'm not Italian, but I did live over in Italy. But anyways, that's not important. The important thing is that she was a woman, and she was a scientist, and she had to hide out from the Italian fascist regime because, of course, being a female, males were definitely scared and afraid of her. Isn't that interesting? Because she was pursuing what she loved doing. And she had a very important quote, and it was this: women have been caged for ages. And because she persisted, because she believed in her cause, she believed that her work was so much greater that she was going to risk everything. And she went later on to win a Nobel Peace Prize for her work. So I want you to take a page from Rita Levi-Montalcini, and when you get down, when you're in your headspace, when you're having your freak out moment, I want you to realize that if they can do it, so can you. You're no different. And a lot of times what happens is we beat ourselves up thinking we have to be more ahead. But I'm here to tell you, you're in the perfect place. All you need to do is think like a thought leader. You have to align your mind to the women that you most admire, and be very aware and conscious of what you're telling yourself. What are your dominant thought patterns? What are you telling yourself all day long? Because guess what? Your innermost dominant thoughts will become your reality. So what do you want? Tell me, what do you want? And I'll show you how to get there.